Obama. He promised change. Instead, he brought us more government, more taxes, and more debt.
The Koch brothers have been accused of trying to buy American democracy. They've raised hundreds of millions of dollars for campaign groups, think tanks, and advertising that advances their libertarian political views, particularly on tax.
Your tax dollars.
Our tax dollars.
Billions of taxpayer dollars spent on...
Their fortune comes from a privately owned global business empire, built on the magic of transforming oil into everyday products, such as Stainmaster carpets and Lycra.
We're still branching out into new fields.
But perhaps no part of this empire makes as much money for as low staff costs as Arteva Europe. Its headquarters are 8,000 kilometres from Koch Industries' home in Wichita, Kansas, in Luxembourg. But we've come to find its branch in Zurich, Switzerland, because it is this particular office that makes Arteva Europe so lucrative. According to tax rules, it's supposed to have more presence than just a brass plaque.
So this tiny little sticker here is the only evidence we can find of Arteva Europe in the offices where it's registered. Not very much in there. Pizza advert.
It shares a mailbox and its 2 branch managers with a company called Tax Partners AG. This Arteva office has $1.67 billion of loan assets. Over the last 4 years, it's made about $208 million income from interest. Tax paid on that? Just $10 million. Staffing costs? 0.
We would like to speak to Arteva Europe. Is this the right address? Talstrasse 80?
Yeah, but it's not with us.
Arteva Europe?
No.
So Arteva Europe is a $1.5 billion lending operation, and the receptionist hasn't even heard of it. How can this be? According to leaked documents, Arteva Europe works like an internal bank deep within the Koch Industries empire. It channels group money to this Swiss branch, lending the money out to other group companies at often high rates of interest. This clever arrangement allows Arteva Europe to pay minimal tax in both Luxembourg and Switzerland. This loophole is no accident. It's actually well known in tax circles as the Luxembourg Swiss finance branch concept. The OECD and governments across the world are trying to take action on these kinds of deals. Here's what the Koch Institute has to say about that.
Do you realize that the OECD is pursuing an anti-tax competition project? Why should American taxpayers foot the bill to help France and Germany create a global tax cartel?
The Koch Institute is funded by, you guessed it, the Koch brothers. The receptionist at Tax Partners does eventually realise that Arteva Europe shares an office with them, but perhaps unsurprisingly,
Nobody is in at the moment. You can call this afternoon and ask for Mr. Wild, and then,
we'll come back.
he'll talk to you.
we didn't hold out too much hope. And when we went back to check...
Hi there.
I have nothing to say, thank you.
We haven't even asked any questions. I do like the artwork.
One of ICAP's most lucrative operations, on paper at least, is here in Luxembourg.
Doesn't look like there's that much going on in there today for a multi-million-pound company.